Despite one of the largest searches in Minnesota history, Brandon Swanson has never been found. No witnesses, no suspects. This is the story of Brandon Swanson, who vanished while on the phone call with his parents. At 1:15 in the morning, on May 14, 2008, 19-year-old Brandon Swanson was on the phone with his parents. He wasn't scared, he wasn't injured, he just needed help. Brandon had been driving home through rural Minnesota after spending time with friends. At some point during the night, his car slid into a ditch near the small town of Taunton. The car wasn't badly damaged. Brandon himself wasn't hurt. So he did what most of the people would do. He called his parents. Brandon told them he believed he was near the town of Lund, Minnesota. His parents immediately got their car and began driving toward him. They stayed on the phone with their son in the entire time. For more than 40 minutes, Brandon walked along dark country roads, talking casually, joking, waiting to be found, but something was wrong. Brandon wasn't actually near land. Without realizing it, he had misidentified his location, and that mistake would cost him everything. As Brandon continued walking, his parents drove up and down roads, calling his name, flashing their headlights, but they never saw him. At one point, Brandon mentioned walking through tall grass. At another, he said he heard running water. Then, silence. The phone call ended. His parents tried calling back. No answer. Again and again. Nothing. That was the last time anyone ever heard Brandon Swanson's voice. The next morning, police located Brandon's car in the ditch. It was exactly where he said it would be, but Brandon was gone. Search teams flooded the area. Dogs were brought in. Helicopters scanned the land. No blood was found. No signs of a struggle. No footprints that clearly led anywhere. Search dogs followed Brandon's scent until it abruptly stopped near the Yellow Medicine River. Some investigators believe Brandon may have fallen into the river and drowned. But there's a problem. The river was searched extensively. Nobody was ever found. Others believe Brandon wandered into near farmland, possibly falling into an abandoned well or becoming disoriented in the darkness. Another theory suggests Brandon may have encountered someone that night, but there is no evidence to support foul play. No witnesses, no suspects. Despite one of the largest searches in Minnesota history, Brandon Swanson has never been found. No remains, no answers, just silence. What made Brandon suddenly panic? What did he see in the darkness? And how does someone simply vanish